everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Life with Nessa and I, and of course my name is Nessa. Now if you're new here, I am a Jamaican freelancer. I work online for companies in the US. I work from home. I'm also a mom and a woman of God. Now in this video I'm just going to be talking about freelancing and the fact that I think a lot of people are discouraged with the fact that they think that freelancing is not an actual thing, or they think it might be difficult to get into at this point in time, or they might think, hey, I don't have the requisite skills to go ahead and to be successful in this. I only know how to do this, that, and the third. And so I just want to give us some encouragement, and stay tuned to the end of the video where I will be dropping a pro tip and some extra information if you stay to the end. All right, lovely. Now let's get started. Now, for those of you who work a 9-to-5 job and you may just be looking for additional income, you've assessed yourself and you say, Vanessa, I don't have any additional skills. I am as regular and plain as they come. Here is my encouragement to you. Now that is to learn a new skill. That's right. Now, there are many platforms on the internet where you can go to learn a new skill. One of the skills that I've seen, especially in high demand these days, is bookkeeping. Now, one of the places you can go to learn bookkeeping is on Coursera, or you can go to a platform called Intuit, which they are the owners of software called QuickBooks. And I think everybody may or may not have heard that term at one point or another. QuickBooks is an accounting software. Now, if it is that you have the time on your hand, you have a 9-to-5 already, you always can go ahead and invest in learning a skill. When I say invest, I mean time. I am a big fan of free first, money later. If you're just starting out and you want to be earning additional income, one of the things that I personally suggest is that you don't spend any money right now. Do it as free as you can, as long as you can, because you may not see the return that you're looking for on investment right away. Now, as soon as you get your feet wet in the market and you start going along, you can go ahead and pay for different courses and different stuff to kind of sharpen your skills and make you more competitive in the marketplace. But as a beginner, I always encourage you to go free first. And so those two platforms are where you can go ahead and learn bookkeeping. And if you do a quick Google search, I'm sure you'll be able to find other platforms that will be able to teach you these skills and make you market ready for the freelancing world. Now, also, again, some of you might be saying, it's not like I studied accounting before. Bookkeeping is pretty simple. If you did CXC accounts, you can do bookkeeping. If you did not do CXC accounts, these platforms will teach you the basics, and so you will be prepared. And as a bookkeeper, you can be earning anywhere from $10 to $25 per hour. Just need to find the right clients and to put yourself out there in the market. Next on the list is that I realize that a lot of people may be scared to enter freelancing. You might be saying you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do. I do have a couple of videos that will help you along your journey, but I want to tell you to just invest in the information. There is wonderful YouTube University where you are watching me now, and there are other creators on here who may be able to help to walk you through the process. We have talked about the different platforms that you can find jobs, like Fiverr, Upwork, WeWorkRemotely.com, etc. You can go to those websites and you can also see how you can land a job. I was going through Upwork the other day for personal reasons to find myself an additional source of income, and I saw a lot of people who are hiring, and I said, this is something that I think, especially as I said, bookkeeping is seems to be in high demand right now. I said, I'm going to come on here and share and let everybody know that if you really are going out to search, you will be able to land that work from home job, or you'll be able to go into freelancing. And it may not have to be full-time immediately, it can be part-time, and if you are able to supplement to completely cover your income, your 9-to-5 income plus more, then you can think about going full-time in freelancing. I will in the coming weeks, and this has been resting on me for a little bit, I want to have Lakeisha on to do an interview. Now, Lakeisha is a freelancer. She was my mentor. She still is my mentor when I just started out, and she has mentored other people. She's big on the success of women in this space, especially mothers, and she's an advocate for just giving of her time and her energy. When I just started out, she did so much for me and helped me to build my platform, especially on Fiverr. And it's through her that through that experience that I was able to now be still working full time with other people. And so I want to bring her on so you can hear outside of myself a real live testimony, and she can answer the questions that you may have. Now, if you have any questions that you would want me to ask her in that time, you can go ahead and leave them down in the comment section. I'll make a note of them, and I will be sure on that video to go ahead and ask her. In addition to everything that I've listed, I think one of the things that people struggle with is just believe in yourself, overcoming fear. Right? You're afraid that this thing won't work out. And a lot of, if I'm gonna be honest, a lot of you are lazy. You don't actually want to go and put the work in. You'd like to be spoon-fed, but you can't come into freelancing with that state of mind, because freelancing is still hard work. Freelancing can mean that you're up late at night, or you're getting up early in the morning, depending on the time zones that you're working on, depending on the requirements of your clients, depending on the deadlines that you have to meet, depending on a lot of factors. So freelancing isn't just coming and staying in your house and looking. I wish it worked, but it is not. It is still pretty hard work. And so if it is that you're not a go-getter from jump, you may find it difficult to achieve in the space. You have to be a self-starter. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be able to push through and to overcome your doubts and your fears and any obstacles that you may have. And so I find that a lot of you, really, if I'm honest, you're lazy. You don't believe in yourself, and so you don't want to put the work in. You'd rather to be spoon-fed. I can only do so much and no more. I really want you guys to take a chance on yourself. Another thing that I want you to look into, we spend a lot of time on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the case might be, here, there, and everywhere. But really and truly, see if you can find some people who are in this space, whether it be freelancing or they work remotely, and they can provide you with genuine advice. Now, what I notice is that it has become a trend for a lot of people to be charging these hefty fees for you to get close to them and for them to mentor you. And that's okay, because it is their time and they have the expertise and it can be valuable to you then, and they want to charge for it and you want to pay for it, go ahead and do so. But I want us to be wise in what it is that we're doing. When you are making a decision as to who to follow, is this something that really will benefit me in the long run? Will I see a return on investment? Do I have this money to invest in this thing right now, or can I go the free way until it is that I am at a place where I can afford to invest in myself? I think those are some of the questions that we really should be asking ourselves. If it's possible for you to work with another freelancer, somebody who has been in the space already, as I said when I just started out, Lakeisha did pass me some of the work that she had at the time, and I would do them for her, and I would get the reviews and so on. If you're able to work with somebody that you can get the experience, you can get the guidance, then I think that's also a good way to go connect with people who are willing to help you, people who will walk you through, people who will make themselves available to answer your questions and to show and to guide you. I think that is also very good. But I want to also say, if you're going to be mentored, please be mentorable, right? I remember I had a situation where I had some calls to do. I did not have enough time to get them done. The NCD foundation grant was still going on. I messaged and I said, hey, is anybody available to help me with this order? Somebody said they were able to help me with the order, and when it turned out, I ended up having to do the order myself because they had a couple of hours to get it done, and in that time frame, I think they had to make 25 calls. They only made 3 over probably a 4 or 5 hour period. Now that is not something that, as myself, I'm looking for help, but I'm also looking to mentor you. That type of attitude, I'm not going to put my all out in it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be putting my effort out into you because you showed me from jump that I will have to be pressing you. I'll have to be pushing you. You're not reliable. I'm not about to do so. And so you need to be in a place where you are mentorable. There's a young lady that I worked with when I was working for a solar company, and I met her through that. She is also a recipient of the NCD grant, and she did very well. We worked together for the solar company, and then that dissolved. Girl, I was fired because, nevertheless, either way. But I had a client reach out to me on Fiverr to do some long-term work after that, but because of the nature of his job, I couldn't take it. And so I told him, hey, I can recommend her, and I did go ahead and recommend her, and to this date, he's very pleased with her. I recommended her on the basis that I know the type of personality that she had. She's a very hard worker, she's very dedicated, she's somebody who's meticulous, and I could speak highly of her, and I knew that when I recommended her, I would not be putting my reputation or the experience that this client had with me in bad hands. I knew that she would do well, and to this date, I think that was either earlier this year or late last year, I don't remember. but she's still with the company. She's doing well. She's even been promoted the other day. I check in with her every now and then, and I am happy to say that she did that, right? And I would recommend her 1,000 times over. If I could recommend her 10,000 times, I would, because I know the type of work ethic that she brings. And so if you're coming into the freelance world, you need to have a good work ethic, not only for you to get the training that you need and for people to pour into you, but to ensure the continuation of your business. This is a business. Even though it's freelancing, even though it's work from home, it is a business. You are a business owner, and so you need to be able to have a good work ethic. And so we always say that you should over deliver, under promise and over deliver. And so just bear that in mind, that I have to have a good work ethic in order for this to work. I have to be somebody who I can take mentoring, and mentoring isn't all bed of roses. Sometimes you're gonna get harsh criticism because of what it is that you've done, but the reality is, for those of us who have reached a certain level in there, we know that the things that can cause you failure, or the things that can cause cost you, and so we just want to turn you in the direction, as with anything else. And so you need to be mentorable when you're looking for a mentor. A mentor is something that I suggest that you get. All right, if you've made it to this part of the video, now I will be sharing with you a platform that you can sign up for, and it will alert you when there are jobs available on the market. Now, the platform is called GigCX. That's GigCX. GigCX. Now, I signed up for this platform early on in my freelance journey. I was just going through and I was just looking for platforms, and I was just signing up to every one of them because I needed to land a job really quickly. And so GigCX, what they'll do is they send me a WhatsApp message every time they get an alert or there is a new company on the platform that is looking for workers. Now, they'll alert you, they'll tell you what it is that you need to apply, the application process, when training starts, all of that, and they'll also tell you how much the pay is going to be. I've seen them offer anywhere from $3.50 per hour, that's US dollars, $3.50 per hour, which is around $525, I think, to $5 per hour. And when I did the rate at $5 per hour for 8-hour work day for, I think it was 5 days a week for 4 weeks for a month, I think I came up with $120,000, which is a pretty penny. If it is that most people, if you're working a minimum wage job, you may not be making that right now. And so yes, GigCX is a platform. I think it's called GigCX Marketplace. Go ahead and search for it, sign up. It's available to people in the Caribbean. Sign up and you'll get the alert whenever it is that there is a new job on the market that may be mass hiring. You can also go and check on there if there's anything that would be suited to your skills, anything that you can do to earn that additional income. All right, now we are in the last half of 2024. If you weren't able to hit your financial goals, you weren't able to hit your earning goals, you weren't able to hit your side hustle goals for the first 6 months, we still have 6 months left, God's willing and God tarries. And so I want us to just put some effort into it, put our back into it. As I said, I want to have Lakeisha on soon and very soon to come and to just talk and to share her experience as a freelancer and the experience that she's known of others. What does she think can make a good freelancer? And is it too late to enter freelancing in 2024? Is the market oversaturated? What are we doing? What are her strategies? If you're excited to see that, as I said, you can comment your questions down below and I will be sure to ask her when she comes on so you can get those answered. Please remember to like this video if you found it informative. If I hurt your feelings, I'm not sorry. Yeah, this is Life with Nessa and I. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and share to somebody who might need this information. Thank you again for joining, everybody. You never know. Bye.